President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Inspector General of Police Kayode Egbetokun, Chief Afe Babalola, the founder of Afe Babalola University, Abuad, Ado Ekiti, released Mr. Dele Farotimi from prison. Dele Farotimi is not your problem. Dele Farotimi is not Nigeria's problem. What you are doing is only a confirmation of what Dele Farotimi wrote in his book, Nigeria and its...
Yes, this is 100 over 100. This is actually a confirmation that what Dele Farotimi wrote on his book is true. How can you detain a man, a personality like Dele Farotimi for days? Now, Dele Farotimi has not been released, and the federal government, the president, is just there. What are you sure that Mr. President is not among the people that arrested Dele Farotimi? Because this man is just a man of truth.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Inspector General of Police Kayode Egbetokun, Chief Afe Babalola, the founder of Afe Babalola University, Abuad, Ado Ekiti, released Mr. Dele Farotimi from prison. Dele Farotimi is not your problem. Dele Farotimi is not Nigeria's problem. What you are doing is only a confirmation of what Dele Farotimi wrote in his book, Nigeria and its criminal justice system. You are only confirming saying Nigeria justice system is a criminal system. That is why today Nigeria as a country exists, so that other countries can learn how not to govern their countries. This country is almost not a real place. It is like a simulation. But you see, on this case of Mr. Dele Farotimi, nothing must happen to him. He must be released, and that book you dey prevent for people not to know will become even more popular. But my question today is to Nigerians. Two lessons we must learn from the case of Mr. Dele Farotimi. As all of us don't see him, how police from Ekiti State drive all the way to Lagos State, come abduct a person based on petition where they write, breaking the protocols of interstate arrest. According to the lawyers for the office, they beat some of them, seize their phones, carry them, go back to Ekiti. And today, as people don't they shout, they don't hurriedly carry them go court, and magistrate don't sentence them to prison. So Nigeria, number one, we must ask ourselves the question, for how long we won't continue under this oppression and tyranny and the violation of our fundamental human rights? For how long we won't continue and we go tolerate them? Because we must ask ourselves the question, what if not be Dele Farotimi? What if not be person where get surname where people know? In case now you or me where be say nobody sabi us, my papa don't die, if they carry me tomorrow. Now my mama will be widow go there, they cry and cry. Everybody for Nigeria, they fear to talk. Nobody won't die, nobody won't die. You go say, you where they talk, they go say they should protect this person. But we don't know, say, if all of us as Nigerians, if 100,000 Nigerians alone come out every day, they demand for good governance and to talk about what's no good, how many of us governments won't arrest? Where the prison will go contain all of us? But we know one die, we know one perish. We don't know, say, for this quiet, where they quiet, now that one night we they die more, because all die and die. How many people for Nigeria today where police don't come out from one place, go another place, go carry them where nobody sabi? Or even within yonder, some people as they travel from Lagos to Asaba Benin Express Road, they go stop motor, they go bring passenger down, they go say make others, they go make this one stay behind. How many where we know hear their story again? For this country, Nigeria, we go decide what thing we want to do. Because on a normal day by now, Nigerian you supposed to gather, make we go Afe Babalola office, make we go ask them to tell them no say a defamation which is a civil matter. This Nigeria does not belong to only the rich. All of us must gather to the live for here. Number two, we must decide what thing we want to do with Nigerian judiciary. Because the destruction of the lives of Nigerians is not only happening by law enforcement officials, it is happening with the collaboration with Nigerian judiciary. In fact, Nigeria as it is today does not even have a judicial arm of government, because the judiciary is an independent arm of a democratic government. What in Nigeria gets today is the legal arm of any government in power. Any political party where they power, Nigerian judiciary go turn to their legal arm. If not, imagine a situation Mr. Dele Farotimi is a lawyer. The petition where they write against him was written by another senior lawyer, 95-year-old Chief Afe Babalola, the founder of Abuad, who is a respected and senior lawyer in the legal community. A lawyer put the NBA seal, Nigerian Bar Association seal, on the petition. They carry him go court, and today another lawyer, a magistrate, denied Dele Farotimi bail on a petition and against allegations that are bailable. If INEC do their wuru from election, it go end up for court, Supreme Court and a tribunal, they go put their seal on top of them. All of us go sit down, they look as law enforcement go cooperate with judiciary to destroy the entire country with the active participation of those in government. Because this one where they talk about books, so for where it is the hand of Esau and the voice of Jacob where they talk about. So the real thing will make that they push Dele Farotimi, so they never talk him. They never talk him. Because anybody wey talk about criticize government or demand for good government for Nigeria is an enemy of government. They go begin to target you. Meanwhile, criminals where they know they around, they work freely. All of us go decide to talk which one we want live, whether as free citizens or we want to live as hostages in our own country. Now Nigerians, we dey deceive ourselves, say the judiciary is the last hope of the common man. Nigerian judiciary is the last hope of the uncommon man. The more uncommon you are, the more likely you are going to prevail in Nigerian judiciary. We must put an end to that level of rascality. We must unbundle this criminal system we call a government. Nigerians must come together and say enough of this oppression. If not, tomorrow, today na Mr. Dele Farotimi, tomorrow it go fit be me, tomorrow it fit be any other person. Some they don't even carry where nobody know. But you see this country, Nigeria, we no die here, we live here. Planning to harm me is a waste of plan. Because it is not a crime to demand for good governance. And as long as God lives, this country must work in our lifetime. Release Mr. Dele Farotimi. Nigerians, when we are ready, we will come together and liberate ourselves from the hands of our oppressors. But until then, we can continue to make excuses for them. So free Dele Farotimi. You see, Nigerians, the first video where I make immediately this issue happen, where some of una don't see, when they call on people to release Dele Farotimi, the first person I called was President Tinubu, then Inspector General of Police, and before even Chief Afe Babalola. And some of una come comment section for the videos, they say waiting concern President Tinubu for this one. She been a case between two civilians, Dele Farotimi and Afe Babalola. They make I know they chase clouds, why everything will go they mention president. Then yesterday when I don't hear the news, say Inspector General of Police don't take over case. He don't file new charges against Dele Farotimi for Federal High Court. So now when I don't they see where the hand of Jacob and the voice of Esau where I talk they come from. Because the real thing where they pursue Dele Farotimi for, they never talk am. You see, one of the major problems for this country, Nigeria, be say, there is a dangerous level of ignorance amongst us Nigerians. And this ignorance not be only for people who no go school, illiterate people who know. The ignorance is even more with educated people. Because most of us as Nigerians, we don't understand how government should work, how institutions are supposed to function, how systems are supposed to operate. And that is why even when we want to make any demand, we need to know how to channel our anger. We say whether we want to end bad governance protest or whatever. And even the politicians, they know, say we no understand what we need to focus on. That is why themselves know they take us serious. It reflects in our collective decision. Because if you understand how the judicial system should work and how justice is important, you're supposed to know, say, this case of Dele Farotimi, it concerns you and me, average Nigerians, past Dele Farotimi. Mr. Dele Farotimi go there, all right. They go release him. Nothing must happen to him. But we must ensure that they release Dele Farotimi, because you and I, who may not even have surname where anybody sabi, are also human beings that have rights and want to enjoy our own freedom and justice in this country called Nigeria. Today they don't carry case go Federal High Court for Ado-Ekiti from by IG of Police. You know Federal High Court now, Kanu, 2 Emir from the state government, from Federal High Court, Rivers State. The thing where they happen for Nigerian judiciary today, not be waiting anybody go even tell you whether he corrupt or he no corrupt. 2021 report of US Department of State is there. Nigeria judiciary is a cesspool of corruption. You hear for video when one former appeal court president husband wey be former senator dey tell us for senate how certain decision making dey go on when they dey house between him and him wife wey be head of appeal court that time. As you dey today, so as a Nigerian, you are one phone call away from being remanded in prison on any kind of frivolous charge wey anybody bring against you. Once the person wey bring am against you gets the connection to know one magistrate wey they go carry you file charge before you know, no matter the content of the charges, they don say they deny you bail, remand in prison, bring him January, they bring January, oh they have legally a court no seat, take him back, bring him back March, take him back, before you know, you have spent 5-6 months of your life on a charge that you should even have been granted bail from the beginning, because there was even no locus in filing those charges in the beginning. But that is the Nigerian criminal justice system that we have. If the case truly between Afe Babalola and Dele Farotimi was about the civil defamation, Chief Afe Babalola is a senior lawyer in Nigeria now. He knows how the justice system should work. So the whole of that arrangement of carrying to Ekiti, taking to magistrate, remanding, denying bail, wetin he been there to achieve? Is it to prove a point or to teach somebody a lesson? And you dey hear the clap, they smile, say, oh, because of this, because you no like person, you dey support injustice against the person. The way Nigeria judicial system today be, Nigerian judiciary is not the last hope of the common man again. No, it is the last hope of the uncommon man. And you will be poor man, not be justice you go get from there, na judgment you go get. So you must put pressure and ensure that you reform the judicial system for your own good. If not, you go fit be the next victim tomorrow. So when people they talk, ethnicity, tribe and religion should not be ground for you to support injustice, because if you support them against person where you know like, it goes soon happen to person where you like, or even you yourself. Today some people they talk about Burna Boy, Speed Darlington. I'm not a fan of Burna Boy or Speed Darlington. A lot of the comments that Speed Darlington made are very outrageous. I do not support any of those kind of defamation against a person. But even in prosecuting a case against such a person, you must still follow due process. You cannot use injustice to get justice. You cannot use criminality to fight crime. It doesn't work that way. That is why you must ensure that in everything that you do, stand with justice, no matter who they involve. Because the hand of injustice is long enough to go round. It go touch everybody. This one where they talk because you are clothed with a tribalism, ethnicity and nepotism. You say, oh no, Major Tinubu, you know concern Shebi Dele Farotimi. No worry, the day they will come for you, there will be nobody to speak up for you. So we must ensure that our fundamental human rights are protected and guaranteed. If there is a case against Dele Farotimi of defamation, due process should be followed. Anybody who makes allegations should be able to prove. But you must not use criminality to achieve that. We reject it in its entirety, and that is why I must join my voice to demand that you free Dele Farotimi and every other victim of injustice in Nigeria. That is the right thing to do. God bless Nigeria.